All right, take two. I discovered that YouTube has a time frame limit something or other, and that was what causing my problem. So we're going to do one and do our best. So 9:35, fantastic. Let's go. Quick recap. I have four main lights. We've covered this before in some previous tutorials. The floor's in the way. Hit M. Move it to a new layer if you want to. Mine already is. Click. All right. Here's my camera. My back main light is a base color. I have it cranked up really high. That's because of Filmic. If you're not going to mess around with Filmic, don't worry about it. Just do whatever light you like. I'm doing more of a theater concept, which means one side is a light red, another side is going to be a light yellow, and then the important huge area backwash, which is a light blue, which has a lot of power to it. That's why I use Filmic. It's the closest thing. It's still not close to theater, but it's the closest thing I've ever seen. And Shift Z, add my floor. There we go. All right, now for materials, I've got quite a few set up so we can see them real quickly, and then we're going to talk about some rendering. Yeah, perfect. Here we go. So here we are with a base material. I've already set some up. Here's the kind of like that paper look that we did for the horse. If you were following along with that, you saw my horse. I wonder if it still has that. Let's see. Nope. Bummer. That was my son's work. All right, then we also have a brassy, shiny look, which just principled, pick my color, metallic down to 1. There you go. But what we're going to do to have fun of why we're going to render is see how grainy this looks. If I hit F12 right now, it's set for a render level of 128, which is going to take a bit. But the compression rate's at 50%, which means it looks good here, but if somebody tries to blow it up to look at it, it'll go pixelated. So we're just going to leave it at 50% for all the testing we're going to do. I haven't shown you that yet. Let's get to that. All right, I'll turn this on so we can see it. I had what I call a wireframe. If you, like I said, been following along, you know how to take a text, turn it into a mesh, and all the extra work we did. All those beautiful little faces we made. Well, here's why I made all those beautiful little faces. So now it's a wire mesh. So if I hit F12, it should be that nice copper metallic wire mesh. There you go. All right, so this is going to take a while, so while it does it, let's okay, camera down here in sampling, its render at levels 128, which is pretty high, which is fine, but I want to give us an idea of how for rendering how the time is going to be. Oh good, I've got a few minutes. Perfect. All right, it's not going to be the sharpest because, like I said, for time, we have the resolution down to 50%. That's fine, and we get the idea. We can see how it looks. All right, so last time 49, almost 50 seconds, almost not quite a minute for one frame. 24 frames a second. It'd be 24 minutes of rendering for 1 second of animation. I don't know about you, but if I wanted to make a long movie, I'm going to need more than 1 second. So, how can we fix this? Well, first of all, since we're mainly doing text and we're not doing a lot of smoke or fire, we can really turn the render down to, I'm going to say 50. Because that'll give us what we want. I'm using my lights to create as much shadow as possible, and that tends to help with the rendering. I can punch through a lot of problems just because of the light. All right, now there's going to be some other things going on. you probably see just little sparkles and little problems. Well, that's indirect lighting. I'm just going to tell it just to shut it off. I'm going to clamp it down. See how much time that takes. Yeah, and I think a lot of I think they call them fireflies, but a lot of those are now gone. Perfect. All right. Now a little trick you can try. We're going to drop this down to about 10. I know that seems super low. It's probably still going to look grainy. Yeah, see, it's going to look grainy, which is fine. Oh, look at that, 6 seconds. All right. Page next to it, denoising. I'm going to click that. So I went from 6 seconds. I'll lose some detail in the shadow. I'll lose some of the minor fine detail, like in here, which that's, I'm fine with that. If I'm just trying to get an idea. There's 23 seconds, so I'll turn off denoising. Probably take this up to about 40. And that should probably give us a good image. Perfect. About 5 or 6 minutes, that's good enough. And there you have it. Yes. If you really wanted to have a nice image of it after you rendered it and you want to save it, if you really wanted to, yeah, crank this up to 150. Turn on denoising. Take that up to 100%, and then go get yourself a pot of coffee and have it start being made, because as you can see, that's going to take a long while. I'm curious now, so I'm just going to let it run, but I'm not going to let it run completely through, because this looks like it's going to take, oh yeah, only a 5%. Yeah. All right, well, I hope that helps out. I am not going to finish that. Don't be afraid to try out new things. Turn the eye off to see what it used to look like. Turn it on to see what it is. If you don't apply it, you can always take it off. You can always exit out. Materials, you get a chance to, heck, well, let's see what happens when we make the floor. That's going to be obnoxious, won't it? Whoa! Let's turn that one into that. That almost looks cool, doesn't it? Because that's not a shadow, that's the actual reflection of the material. Ah, learned something new. All right, that's less than 10 minutes. I hope that helps out everybody. Don't be afraid. Try new things. Keep going along with the tutorials. I'll keep making them. I'll keep pumping them out. I'm going to try to get into some GIMP, because that's very useful for marketing, flyers, animating GIFs, stuff like that. So that is enough of that, and that is enough of me. Everybody have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.